So we're going to do positional testing with incremental challenge. So really screening for coronary artery dysfunction, CAD, as we talked about in class, is more really based on what you would be doing at any given time. So as we mentioned, that for example, if you were looking at the length of the sternocleidomastoid or the scalenes, something that will bring the artery into, or the neck, into extension, side bending, and rotation combined, that might stress the artery, then we would only do it during that part of the exam. So if I was going to test Jason's sternocleidomastoid, I would start holding him in neutral, ask him how you're doing, are there any symptoms there? Do you have any dizziness, lightheadedness, nausea, vomiting, anything there, Jason? So if he's good there, I can also do a sort of a mini cranial nerve screen by saying, can you raise your eyebrows for me? Can you smile really big? Can you puff your cheeks out? Can you stick out your tongue? Things like that. And we could look at as many as we can. Obviously, you can't test all the cranial nerves and support the head, so we just do a little bit of a screen there. So from there, I can bring him into extension. How are you doing, Jason? Can you keep your eyes open for me? I can be looking for nystagmus or anything from his changes in his pupil size. I could ask him to count backwards out loud from 10 to 0.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I could ask him to do a similar thing with, can you stick out your tongue, smile big, puff your cheeks, things like that, okay? And then if he's not having any symptoms, then I can add the side bend component and repeat the same procedure. Can you count backwards from 10?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Any lightheadedness, dizziness, anything like that?
No.
Can you smile big, squeeze your cheeks, and stick out your tongue? And then I might add the rotation and do the same thing. So this would be done, you can scoot forward, particularly the first time as you're assessing the length, and then when you're stretching, you might have to repeat it as you're gaining range of motion. But otherwise, you would be sort of good unless there's symptoms into that. But as you're stretching and gaining more and more motion, you may want to repeat that, particularly at the end ranges.